What is up, you beautiful hunky queens and come literally? Well, you know what's up with them. All right. First of all, thank you so much for all of the laughs. I listen to you guys on my 1 hour commute to and from work. I'm a nurse.
We love you.
We love you. And you guys make the drive fly by, and I don't even think about work at all because you guys are so unhinged and hilarious that you carry me away into sweet honky oblivion.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
You are a wordsmith. I love you. Okay, so my festival story takes place at Base Coast Festival in the coastal rainforest of British Columbia, Canada. I scored free tickets by volunteering for the first aid tent. I was still a nursing student then. Me and my bestie, we'll call her Anne, partied way too hard in Vancouver the night before, and we were supposed to leave early in the morning for my 9 a.m. start of the shift at the first aid tent. Somehow, we managed to scrounge ourselves together and make it there. I was so hungover and inexperienced that I spent the majority of my shift putting on the most haggard bandages on people's finger and toe cuts. But I did see a girl rip all the skin off the top of her foot when she fell off the top of a camper van she was dancing on. Gnarly. Luckily, there was a real paramedic there who knew what to do, but I digress. So my bestie Anne spent the whole day, Gabby, pay attention. So my bestie Anne spent the whole day partying and doing mushrooms while I was working the first aid tent. When my shift was over, I found her dancing with, sorry, you guys, it's really hard because there's no indents. So it's hard to read. Okay, wait. I found her dancing in a hole she had dug with this huge stick. Okay, so you find your friend dancing in a huge hole. Okay. The next day, I was free from my volunteer duties, and we started the day with some mushrooms. I had a weird trip and felt really self-conscious and super ugly. I normally have pretty good self-image, so I was feeling this was weird and gross. I didn't like this weird and gross feeling and couldn't wait for the mushrooms to wear off. I went back to our tent and tripped by my ugly feeling self until they wore off. People from our camp started showing up and we busted out the tequila and I started to feel alive and not ugly again. We were having a time getting drunk in the forest and making friends with randos when some wonderful strangers gave us some acid. Now the fun really started. This was my first time dropping acid and it did not disappoint. Now it was the nighttime and me and Anne ventured out to dance to the dance stages. We both acquired huge walking sticks by this time, staffs, and I found a random faux fur collar in the trees that I wrapped around mine and named it the Big Hairy Shaft. In the woods, there was a copious amounts of huge banana slugs. We were quite enamored with the slugs.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen a banana slug.
Oh, I'll show you a banana slug.
Okay. What, your fucking clit?
No.
Okay.
Lee, show us your ass. Okay. When we were enamored with the slugs, it says hemorrhoid. When we were quite enamored with the slugs and picks up a whole bunch of and stick them all over our big dancing sticks. Okay, stop. So you're just putting slugs on your sticks.
No, it's giving Lord of the Flies.
So we partied the night away, tripping on acid and with big dancing staffs covered in slugs.
No.
Everyone else was tripping
Aren't
on
the slugs like falling off?
No, like they're sticking. Yeah, cutie.
Whoa, those are so big.
Okay, I don't know if y'all know this, but I was actually born in Washington and in a little tiny town. And in the tiny town I was born in, there was a slug festival every year.
What does that fucking mean?
It means it's like a festival because like there's every I guess it's like in the spring, there's like a huge birth of slugs. And so there's like this like slug festival and like they would have slug races, slug toys.
What a bad name for an animal. Slug.
I think slugs, like of course, obviously like, they're like kind of gross, but they're also just interesting and cute.
They're kind of cute. They're like kind of worm snails.
They are sweet little sluggies.
They're like worm snake snails.
And they are cute.
Some of them are very poisonous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Banana slugs apparently are not.
But okay, so that's really funny to envision. Like they have these big ass walking sticks and they're putting these motherfucking snails.
Just fucking.
Bitch, you're wild. I love it. Okay, and then there's like fur on the stick. I can't, bitch. Okay. One guy even licked the slug.
No.
Stop! The weird thing was the slugs never tried to get away. LOL. As we started
partying.
Yeah, they could sense that you guys were fucked up.
Hold on, I want to put a pin in that licking the slug thing. Come back.
Okay. As we started coming down off the acid into the wee hours of the night, we sauntered off to our tent. I love that word, sauntered. We sauntered off to our tent in the woods and held each other so close and shared earbuds listening to music together. We had been best friends since we were 14, and Anne is openly gay. I'm queer, but I've never really told anyone, and I wasn't really self-aware then. But we had definitely been in love all those years, but never told each other or acted on it. She had a girlfriend at this time, so we fought our desires, but it was an unspoken truth that we both knew in that moment, holding each other in that tent, tripping on acid, sharing our earbuds. It was one of the most powerful moments of my entire life. When I drove back to Alberta a few days later, I bawled uncontrollably, singing Adele's "Nevermind, I'll Find Someone Like You."
Okay, pick a better song.
I know. Okay, she's a fucking hater. I know.
I hate Adele.
Okay. You're talking again. Oh my god. Is that an accident? I wonder if it is. And uncontrollably singing Adele's "Nevermind, I'll Find Someone Like You." Don't worry, girl. I got you. I'm not gonna let this wench ruin your moment. My heart breaking. My heart was breaking to leave Anne behind when I was deeply in love with her. Kind of a weird roller coaster of a story, I know, but the coming down after a festival is fucking real too. Sorry if my story was really long and random, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and my heart will explode if you shared on the pod. Love you, beautiful honky honkers. Keep on being awesome. And then there's a bunch of lip emojis. P.S. Gabby, I love your big juicy lips and Harper's big juicy tits. LOL.
Do my lips look like banana slugs?
Thank you. We love you too.
We love you.
What happened to Anne?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever get together? Are you guys still best friends?
Yeah, we want to know. What's the saga with
Anne? Oh my God. I'm sorry that I was stuttering so much. It was hard. Like the way I forwarded this email was hard to read.
What did you want to put a pin in? You wanted to put a pin in?
Oh my God. The licking the slug. Did you see that? Okay. It reminded me of this fucking horrific TikTok that I saw. Did I show it to you? Where the kid, his friends like dared him to eat a slug or like a lizard.
Yeah, no, you didn't fucking show me that.
No, it's horrible. And now he pops up on my fucking FYP all the time. This kid his friends like dared him to eat like a salamander or a slug. He eats it. A couple hours later, he's pretty sick. He starts getting real fucking sick. Regular kid, just a college kid, cute, whatever, partying. Starts getting sick. A couple hours later, like the next day, he's hospitalized. Long story short, this guy, I think it's been like 3 years now. His body is deteriorated.
From eating a fucking slug?
It gave him, there was some kind of bacteria in the slug.
Lee, can you look up the kid, like person eating slug?
On TikTok.
Person eating poison.
Play it. It's
not my biggest face.
It's horrific. He's in a wheelchair. He can't speak. His eyes barely move.
So he can't speak?
Nope. Everything. He looks as if he should be dead. And everybody comments on his TikTok.
I bet he wishes he was. This is insane.
Yeah, because they don't know if he's like cognizant or not. They don't know if he's aware.
That's a tough call. What do you do? I mean, I guess you keep him out. Oh my God.
Never eat a slug.
It's really tough. What if you see what this could look like? It's so dark. Not this.
Never eat snails.
This is the story of Sam Ballard, the boy who ate a slug. In 2010, Sam Ballard ate a slug as part of a dare at a party with friends.
Yeah.
And within hours, he fell seriously ill. It was discovered that he'd been infected with rat lungworm, a parasite which can infect slugs and snails after they eat the feces of a rat. This parasite can burrow into the brain and cause neurological damage, and cause a rare form of meningitis called eosinophilic meningoencephalitis. He fell into a coma for 420 days, and when he woke up, he was quadriplegic, paralyzed from the neck down. Even after he woke up, he suffered constant seizures and sadly passed away in 2018 at a young age of 28.
No. So this is a different, because the one that I've been seeing, he's still alive.
Wow.
Okay, so no, I did hear the story, but there's another one who it happened to, and he's still alive, and he looks horrific.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, it's so scary. But anyway, all I have to say, don't fucking eat slugs.
No.
That guy died. That's so sad.
But here's what's interesting. So he died. It wasn't necessarily from, don't eat the slug, but it's not necessarily from the slug. It's because he ate something like it was like the parasite that comes from rats.
Yeah, that the slug had.
Rats are so poisonous to people. Yeah, because
so bad.
A man in New York was bit by a rat he was wearing sandals and he was bit by a rat on the subway. I think this happened in like 2011 or something. Nice. And he had to have his foot amputated.
No.
Because it became so infected.
No.
If the US government one day is going to realize this and they're going to start using like rat DNA to like fucking like mace our enemies with.
It's amazing to me that that like the Europeans even existed after the Black Plague.
Oh God.
The fact that they were just like, bring out your dead, and like ring their little bell, and they just chuck out the fucking people because everybody was just infected by rat shit.
Yes.
Bring out your dead.